Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2020 Drums Along the Brazos Video Awards Ceremony. This year's competition, obviously a little bit different from past years. This iteration, the 8th annual Drums Along the Brazos, our first ever all virtual competition, and it's been an interesting one, hasn't it, Mr. Seal?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, it's been great, but interesting.
So I am Zane Taylor. I am co-coordinator of this year's contest, and with me is John Seal.
Hello.
Director of Bands here at College Station High School. And, John, it got to me thinking, it was about, 10 years ago that you actually came over to my house with your family and you sat down and you said, hey, I've got this idea for a drums-only contest here in the Brazos Valley. Tell me about that process and about how you feel it's kind of evolved over the past years.
Sure. Just in a nutshell, when I was a director at the consolidated side of town, we had taken our drumline to several different drumline contests around the Dallas area, and we enjoyed going up there, but we started to realize that this part of the state didn't really have its own kind of a drum competition. There was nothing in Houston that I remember, and the nearest thing might have been San Antonio or Dallas, and so we started just kind of brainstorming, and I started asking you a lot of questions about your experiences as a director also. And we started to say, hey, what if we came up with our own contest and offered it to schools that maybe couldn't get up to the Metroplex or get over to San Antonio or whatever the case may be. And then, throughout the years, finally an opportunity arose as I got here to College Station High School, and Eric Eakes also really liked the idea of, hey, let's go ahead and host a Drums Along the Brazos or a drumline contest. And we were at San Antonio at TMEA, and we're just kind of running through ideas of what a name could be for the contest, and I think Eric Eakes, or maybe you, Zane, I can't remember, somebody just said something along the lines of, what about Drums Along the Brazos? And it was like, that's it, and so it stuck. And then here we are, 8 years later.
That's right, you and I both, we've competed in some of those larger contests like the Lone Star Classic and the Plano Drumline Competition. Mm-hmm. And outside of the Central Texas Drumline Competition, which used to be in Belton, there really was nothing else in this region.
That's right.
So you had the idea, I remember, about it being centered around the Brazos Valley, so you came up with Drums Along the Brazos. And I've got to say, 8 years in, I think for all intents and purposes, it's been a great success.
Absolutely.
And I know that we've really turned it into a good thing here with College Station High School. And a huge part of that has been the volunteers that we have. I want to take some time to thank our Drums Along the Brazos Planning Committee. Laura Kirk and Kristen Mayde were responsible primarily this year for all the website that you guys have been dealing with as you registered and as you've checked out different aspects. The online store was brand new this year. This is something that we felt actually would kind of be a leg up in the world of COVID, and that was managed by Deanne Herring. And she was also, if our judges are watching, she was our primary judge liaisons. So those really cool swag bags you judges got, that's up to Deanne. Amanda Martin is our College Station High School Band Booster event coordinator, and she also helped out with the raffle items this year. Marcus Nimitz was responsible for promoting this contest and also was our liaison with our sponsors. We did something kind of different this year. We did not go seeking monetary support from our sponsors. As a thank you, we just wanted to say, you guys have always taken care of us, and so this year we want to go ahead and promote your businesses with our online platforms, with the t-shirt, and we do want to say thank you to them, and we'll do that here in a moment. David Worley is our College Station High School Band Booster Treasurer. He's been handling all of the money side. Laura Nolan is our College Station High School Band Booster President, and she's also the outgoing events coordinator, so she was there to kind of help pass the torch for this year's event. Cassie Schatz has been very instrumental in a number of things here with the band, but we're going to be seeking her help in actually getting all of your items to you once the contest is over. And of course, none of this would be possible without the College Station High School Band Booster Executive Board and the membership at large. So we want to say thank you to all of you. Likewise, we want to say thank you to all of our sponsors. This year and last year, those sponsors being Thorn Music, the law offices of Shane Phelps, Awards and More, Area Wide Protection, HEB, String and Horn Shop, Copy Center, and University Dental. We would like to take this opportunity to tell you to be sure and go check out that website. Check out the online store. Also check out the exhibition tab. This year in exhibition, as we've had every year, is the College Station High School Drumline. That's your group, if that's not obvious enough. But this group has performed an exhibition every single year, and we really encourage you to go check out that tab and see what they had as far as this year. And I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to you, John, because I want you to take a moment and introduce our judges to the people out there.
I'd like to talk about our three wonderful adjudicators for the Drums Along the Brazos contest. Our first one is Dr. Matthew Holm. He's the Director of Percussion Studies at Kent State University. Matt Holm was one of our judges in the early years of the contest, right around the second or the third year that we had this drumline contest. He brought Sam Houston State's Drumline as an exhibition group back then, and it was great to get to meet him and talk to him. Well, now he's moved up to the Ohio area, and it's been great to be able to use him in this way with this virtual contest to have judges from all over the country be able to help us out. Our second judge that we'd like to talk about this year is Mr. Eric Rath. He is the Director of Bands at Kenyon High School, a longtime friend of mine since I've went to West Texas A&M together. Amazing educator, clinician, adjudicator, arranger, and composer, and we really appreciate him being able to provide comments and critique for the groups. Our third one is Mr. Cliff Crooms. He's the Assistant Director of Bands and the Director of the Bengal Brass, also the Assistant Director of the Tiger Marching Band at Louisiana State University. Fun fact about Mr. Cliff Crooms is that he was a judge for us in the first 2 years of this contest, and so it's been great to be able to invite him back in now that we're in our 8th year as he has seen the contest progress over the years.
And you know, another fun fact about that is that I remember him because I had my drumline from Bryan High School entered in that competition.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that was an interesting start, huh? We had some rain that day. We actually did a big part of the competition in the cafeteria.
Yeah, we had to suddenly move in just to the cafeteria first year of the competition.
You hear that? That's the sound of a lot of directors out there kind of wincing at the thought of their drumline bouncing around in a cafeteria.
Yeah.
So this year, as in past years, of course, all of your groups have been divided into different divisions and classifications. With the groups that we had participate this year, we had only 4 classifications. The first of all being the middle school classification. Secondly, we had Division 1, which many of you know is schools that are 1A to 4A. We had only a novice class for that division. We also had Division 2, which is 5A and larger. We had both Division 2 novice and Division 2 advanced. We're going to be presenting caption awards for each one of these divisions, and of course at the end we'll cap off our award ceremony with the announcement of the 2020 Drums Along the Brazos Drumline Contest Grand Champion.
That's right.
So you think they're ready for some awards?
I think they're ready.
I think they're ready too. I can't see you, but I'm pretty sure you're ready. So I'm going to start off with the middle school division, and we'll start with captions. So this year, Best Snare Line in middle school goes to James Brook Middle School from Midland. All right. Great job, guys. Best Tenor Line, James Brook Middle School. Best Bass Line, James Brook Middle School.
You guessed it.
Best Cymbal Line, also James Brook Middle School. And Best Front Ensemble, James Brooks Middle School. All right, so a sweep there of all the captions, and you might have imagined the winner of this category with a score of 63.0, that's 63.00, is yes, James Brooks Middle School from Midland. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations.
All right, so we'll go ahead and move on to Division 1 Novice. Why don't you take that?
Sure. All right, for our high school division, Division 1 Novice, these are the schools that are typically 1A through 4A in size. Our best snare line is Greenwood High School. Congratulations, Greenwood. Best tenor line, Madisonville High School. Congratulations. Best bass line, back to Greenwood High School. Best cymbal line, Cypress Christian School. Way to go, Cypress. Best front ensemble, back to Greenwood High School. For third place with a score of 69.00, Fort Bend Christian Academy.
All right,
Way
congratulations.
to go, Fort Bend. In second place with a score of 76.33, Madisonville High School.
Way to go, Madisonville.
And in first place with a score of 80.00, so 80, Greenwood High School.
All right, congratulations, Greenwood.
Congrats, Greenwood.
All right, all the way from way out there in West Texas.
Yeah,
huh?
that's great that they were able to compete again this year with us.
So Division II Novice. We're now moving up to the schools that are 5A or larger. And of course, again, this is the novice classification. Best snare line goes to Mayde Creek High School.
All right.
Congratulations. Best tenor line, also Mayde Creek. Very good. Congratulations, guys. Best bass line goes to Travis B. Bryan High School. Some
Congrats,
locals.
Bryan.
There you go. Best front ensemble, Mayde Creek High School.
All right.
Coming in second place with a score of 80.33. That's 80.33. Travis B. Bryan High School. Congratulations, guys. My old haunt. All right. And so, first place, this year's Division II Novice winner, first place with a score of 88.5. 88.5 is Mayde Creek High School. So congratulations to Mayde Creek.
Way to go, Mayde Creek. And this is your first year to compete with us. We appreciate you coming. And thank you, Bryan, also for being here every single year. I think you're our longest consistent running drumline right now. Division II Advanced Classification. Best snare line goes to Conroe High School.
All right.
Best tenor line goes also to Conroe High School. Best bass line, Conroe High School. And best front ensemble goes also to Conroe High School. Congratulations, Conroe, sweeping the captions. And second place with a score of 82.00, Shoemaker High School. And in first place with a score of 92.33 is Conroe High School. Congratulations.
Congratulations,
both
Conroe.
Shoemaker and Conroe.
Yes.
Thank you guys for competing in the advanced category.
And I'm going to set this up for you, but I think since this was your baby started so long ago, I'm going to let you announce our grand champion. So the grand champion is the outstanding performance over all classifications. It is possible to have a grand champion come from a Division I novice group or Division I advanced group. Our grand champion this year is...
You might have guessed it if you were following along in the scores, but with the score of 92.33, Conroe High School. So
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Conroe. First time at our contest and our grand champion this year. Thank you guys for entering.
And we do thank you. We thank all of you, all of our participants, directors, and students for your hard work and dedication, especially your determination to put out a product when right now there are so many things up in the air. We appreciate the fact that you had the determination and the forethought to actually put out a show and try to keep things as normal as possible for your kids. The directors, thank you for that. Kids, thank you for the work that you've put into it. Again, we want to thank our Drums Along the Brazos Planning Committee, our College Station High School band boosters, and our all the volunteering parents that we had. Thank you so much for dedicating your time and energy for making this event not only possible, but successful. And we thank you guys for keeping a good thing going in the middle of all the craziness that is COVID. We want to thank again our sponsors, Thorn Music, the law offices of Shane Phelps, Awards and More, Area Wide Protection, HEB, the String and Horn Shop, Copy Corner, and University Dental. And we want you to know, students, your directors are going to be receiving a tabulation sheet that is going to show all of the scores of all of the groups that competed this year. So you can see a breakdown in that way. But also, and they may have mentioned this to you, we have sent a link to your directors that allows them to view all of the competition videos. The only thing we ask is that you do not reshare these videos, but given the fact that we were basically in a virtual setting, we at least wanted you to be able to enjoy the videos of those groups where in a normal year you'd be able to see them live. We will gather all of your items, that is all of the swag that you have, any raffle prizes that you have and any trophies you have, and we will actually mail those to you since we can't have our live award ceremony, obviously. And lastly, we just want to thank you all again for participating this year and hope that you'll join us again next year in person for our Drums Along the Brazos 2021. Guys, thank you so much. Be safe for the rest of this year.
Yeah, we thank you again. And thank you also to Zane for really taking the charge on getting everything rolling with all the committees and all of the contests to make it happen so well this year.
And I appreciate the fact that you've set up a really good contest. Guys, be safe. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Keep drumming.